It's finally time to have a look at Flashpoint. Down below me, assuming we're in the correct overlay, Mitch and Kiva, how are you guys doing?
Good. I feel like I'm on the Brady Bunch right now.
No
How are
kidding.
you?
So, if you haven't been here before, the way this works is that I sit here in Stockholm. It's late in the afternoon. Mitch and Kiva, of course, you guys are over in Seattle, and we're doing this through the magic of internet. The game is here in Stockholm, but Mitch is the one controlling it, which means once we move around, the mouse is going to jump around a bit. That's because we have a remote desktop setup. It's not actually that way in the game. And I think with that brasklapp out of the way, Mitch, Kiva, what are we doing today?
We are talking about Flashpoint. Flashpoint is the new expansion coming out in November for BattleTech.
Let's get the full screen on here. There we go. Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Flashpoint.
Yeah.
So here's the way it works for everybody out there. If you've played the main campaign, which I hope you all have, we call that the Arano Restoration Campaign. And the Arano Restoration Campaign is kind of like the BattleTech novel. And here, these flashpoints are BattleTech short stories. All right, here we go. So you're on the star map here. We're on Pilpala, which I've been calling Tilapia around the office. And this is the first thing you'll see. And we thought we would walk you through this. This is your new Flashpoint UI. And each Flashpoint, because Flashpoints are a series of chained missions, short, medium, and long. So if we may start here, obviously, here's your employer, here's your reputation status with that employer. And you can see you're moving from this reputation towards this reputation. We'll talk about that more when we talk about free update 1.3. Engagement length, what we were just saying, short, medium, and long. The reason why we don't tell you exactly how many missions there are is because we don't exactly know how many missions there are in each one, because there's branching content in each of the flashpoints. So you could have the option to take a mission, or you bypass it, and that would add a mission to the flashpoint. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, she nodded. We're good. Consecutive deployments is actually something we've been asked for, and here we are to comply.
Consecutive means that you have to deploy again without any time to repair or heal. So you're going to need a B team of pilots and a B team of mechs to be able to do some of these flashpoints. And this flashpoint doesn't have it, but like I wrote 5 of our flashpoints, and every single one of mine has multiple consecutive deployments. So enjoy.
Kiva's flashpoints are made of FU. Here you'll see bonus reward. The way it works is flashpoints have 2 major components to them. One is that they are branching, and you have an interesting decision to make in each one. And the other one is that at the end of a flashpoint, assuming you can actually complete one of these bastards, you get a really interesting bonus reward. In this case, you are guaranteed at least 1 rare weapon, right? But some of them could. What are the other categories?
You could get mech parts. You can get lost tech. You could get upgrades for your mechs.
Rare components, right?
Yeah. And all of those, you don't know what you're going to get.
All right, so here's the way. Each flashpoint has their own title, and each one will start with a conversation with your crew. You're going to need their help. In order to plant the beacons, you'll need to run a swift, low-tonnage lance, and as previously mentioned, standard defenses tend to run heavy.
So this description is basically introducing our new encounter type, and which we're about to play, so you'll get to see it hands-on.
What's it called?
What is it called?
Target acquisition.
Target acquisition.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Internally, we call it fire mission because that's what it was originally called. But when you do target acquisition, you have this tension because you have to move quickly. You're under a time limit, but it's hard. There's lots of mechs, and they're
it's hard.
This is what Mitch was complaining about last night, is that it tells you bring a fast lance, but if you bring a too light of a lance, it'll chew you up.
Yeah. So once you go through that, you go right to the available contracts, and you'll see a new contract type called Flashpoint. Now, at this point, you could bail out for a while, do something else, take another contract. But in this case, we thought we should actually
We should probably do it.
right. We should play it.
We should
All
probably like it's what people are here for.
Hey,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
What are these?
What are these mechs right here, Johnny? That's the Cyclops, one of our new mechs. That is an assault class command mech. One of the things about the Cyclops that you'll want to know is it's got a very special piece of equipment in it, which Kiva will tell you about right now.
You can see it on the screen. Move your mouse up there to the Cyclops.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you see that? That's the battle
battle
computer.
computer.
And right now what it does is gives you a bunch of resolve every turn, but we are still discussing how to balance that against other things that you could equip in your head, but can't because the Cyclops doesn't have any room left because that computer is in there. The other thing about the computer is it's basically lost tech, so these will be few and far between.
Hey, what's this mech? It's called the Crab. Kiva.
You've seen its big brother, the King Crab,
Yeah.
but like our writer, Andrew, wants to have an all seafood lance. So the crab is his light mech for his seafood lance.
We got to bring Decker, right? And put him in the light mech, right?
Yeah.
And then
always.
what's this one? I've heard of this too.
I don't know. What is that?
That's called the Hatchetman.
So if you look, scroll back up.
I'm scrolling
Look at
right
the
there.
right arm there. Yeah. That's the hatchet. It does a lot of damage. It can be shot off of you. So if you get hit in the right arm, you might lose your hatchet, and your Hatchetman will suddenly become a terrible mech. But until that happens, it's slow, but it can rip other mechs apart.
There you go, Kawaka. And that is permanently affixed to that mech. I like to put Behemoth in there.
She is definitely the melee character.
Right? Because she's got, what is it? She's got piloting, which controls melee, right?
I mean, not that these characters have been leveled up at all.
Oh, crap.
So we're gonna lose, but that's okay.
While we load in, we actually have so another question from Stream Chat here. Now, when I get Flashpoint, the DLC, do I have to restart the story campaign, or can I get right into the Flashpoints?
You can play Flashpoints immediately after the story campaign. So if you load up your story game, you'll be able to jump in and pick up some Flashpoints. They're tuned to be high-end gameplay, so they're supposed to be hard.
Yeah.
You can also start a new game. Are we talking about?
And story and campaign mode?
Yeah.
Well,
no.
What?
Career mode.
Oh, career. I meant career mode.
So
well, we don't want to talk about it too deeply, but there is a career mode in the free update 1.3.
There's a way to get to start a new game and get some Flashpoints early. That we will talk about when we talk about the 1.3 update.
You'll notice right off the bat our new biome, which is called the tropical biome. We'll talk about that in a minute. All right, let's get down to it. This is your move, pal.
All right, this is me. This is a target acquisition run, Commander. We're going to mark how Steiner's unauthorized military base for destruction, and Merrick Artillery will handle the rest. You'll need to get our mechs to the 3 zones marked on your map, plant targeting beacons, and then get back out again.
Yeah, and that's the tricky part.
Our mechs will need to hold their positions in the target zones while they plant the beacons. You'll also need to be sure that the regions aren't contested by Steiner forces.
So you can see the 3 locations, right, that you have to flank this enormous hardened building right here. Okay, so we got to get somebody in each of these locations. I bet people out there might want to see their new battle mechs. Why don't you? Thank you so much. This is so much less painful.
This is what I'm good at. I do a lot of this.
So if you remember the king crab, there's the crab there.
Yep.
Fast, versatile. It's got Decker in it, so you know what's going to happen. Yeah, it's got the gnarly. Behind the crab, you'll see the Cyclops. That's what, 90 tons? Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that. It's big. It's really big.
Yeah, if you think about it this way, I think about it. There's the trebuchet, and then there's the catapult, and then there's the Cyclops. I'm not quite accurate on that, but basically, you got a lot of missiles, and what you also get is a lot more armor. So hooray for that! And then also that. Hey, look at that! It's Hatchy the Hatchetman. So we're in a tropical biome. You should know that in the tropical biome, we're having a tropical biome. All right, so because of the moisture in the air, you heat sink better than normal, or you sink heat better. However, heavy moisture in the air causes +2 penalty to accuracy on all weapon systems. So, work in progress. The other one over here, if we can zoom in, we got some goofy spores down here.
Yeah,
Kiva?
spore field.
Spore field.
Spore field, they're corrosive spores. You take more damage, but they also make you harder to hit. And if you move through them, you'll actually carry that effect with you.
All right. Now, our primary objective right now, before we go after this behemoth, is she on the field? Sorry, this big-ass building, is this right here, which is the anti-aircraft gun generator. If we don't take that out, our allies don't land. Our allies don't land.
We lose.
Oh my God, we lose. Oh my God, we lose. So we'll see what happens. Then we find out exactly what these guys are landing. So let's, man, we've got light mechs here.
Move up to the first region. Quit screwing around.
You think here?
Quit putting off the inevitable.
You gonna run through the spores?
Yeah, because when you move through the spores, you pick up the positive effects, but you aren't standing in them, so you don't get the negative.
Exactly. All right. Yeah, of course, enemy detected. What a shock. All right, we got some
turrets.
Turrets, right? And that looks like some sort of. Is that a mech?
Mm-hmm.
All right, great.
Move up.
By the way, I gotta say this before something bad happens. Remember, this is a work in progress. This is a live game in development.
Not final numbers are not final, as we usually say on the Paradox streams, because people have a tendency to read a lot into the numbers, which is great. But at the same time, yeah.
It's a quick draw.
You didn't go after the generator.
I don't think you can reach the generator, right?
Well,
it's out of range.
Not the way Kiva plays, so I don't know.
Well,
it just became mess with Kiva Day. Would you like the mouse? I'm gonna do color commentary.
I think I need coffee.
Yeah. And
now remember, you only have a short amount of time to finish this whole mission. You have to stand in each region for 2 rounds, but you only have 8 rounds to complete the entire mission.
At the same time, we also know that Mitch failed his mission badly enough late last night that that he actually nerfed it. So
when you say he nerfed it, he caused it to be nerfed with an irate male.
I mean, I could shoot these turrets, but there's
there it is.
Really, there we go.
That will not take it out.
Oh. Well, I mean,
everything's fine. We're all fine here.
It's great. It's going great.
How are you? Yeah. Oh, good. There's a vehicle. It's probably oh, thank goodness. I was going to say it's a manticore.
Some people in Twitch chat are suggesting the sprint option, but at the same time, I reckon that if we start sprinting now, without having taken out the anti-air defenses, we're just going to get blown up.
Well,
I've done that. Yeah.
I sprinted the Hatchetman. As you can see, it's about to fall over, and it's missing armor. So you might not get to see the Hatchetman.
Oh!
Hit anything.
That's fine. The hatchet's on the other side.
Yeah.
We're all
wow.
good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Rookie mistake from that turret. Not knowing what arm to cut off.
There we go. The turret's about to learn what's what. Yes. Uh-oh.
Yes, we are. You have figured us out.
Yeah. All right. Make it pay.
Let's get rid of it.
Oh. Whew. Thanks for handling those turrets, Commander McKinney. Now it's our turn to return the favor.
Okay,
Yeah.
what are you returning the favor with?
Let's see our other allies real fast. Who else is down there?
Yeah, do you guys want me to do a quick look around? Take
Catapult, Jägermech, and a Black Knight. All right, cavalry's here.
2 shots.
All right, ally, let's see something. Come on.
Jägermech.
Yeah!
Okay.
That was a lot of missiles that actually
That was a lot
hit.
of missiles.
Yeah.
I appreciated it. Hey, hey.
It's that damn quick draw again.
What's up, Quick Draw?
Goodbye, Behemoth.
Now, so how many of these missions around how many of these flashpoints will be in the DLC when it's released?
You know, I've been trained never to talk numbers.
That's why I went to around-ish. Let's talk about because you talked about some of the flashpoints being short and some of them being longer. So
yeah, short, medium, and long. Yeah.
So how many in general? Like a short mission, is that just a mission or a short flashpoint, or
no,
is it
a short flashpoint means that it's probably about 2 missions together.
Yeah.
Right. But with story and stuff and all and branching. Remember.
Sorry, Behemoth.
Did she plant the? No. This is gonna be the shortest demo ever.
No. We've padded the heck out of this.
We'll be back next week. Anyway, to answer your question, I'm trying to figure out whether to say it in like how many flashpoints there are versus how many hours.
Well, I don't want you to over or under promise anything. I'm essentially at this point just interested in like what can we expect from a flashpoint. So a short one, okay, yeah, that's two missions. Then what would be what's the longest
one? Like 5-ish.
Yeah.
Right. So you're looking at anywhere between a flashpoint taking you hour and a half and 3 hours, right? It depends on how you play. The way I play, it takes a while, right?
Yeah. So
and also, there's repair and refit, there's story, all that kind of stuff.
The nice thing about having Behemoth incapacitated is that our turns go a lot quicker since we're.
If we get everybody but one person killed, they'll go really fast.
Man.
If we get all of them killed, our turns will go instantly.
That's math.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's been some people are still unclear as to when the flashpoints show up if they're available inside of the restoration or story campaign as we know it, or if it shows up afterwards if you're in a story/restoration campaign, and
no problem.
Whenever if you're in a the other thing we're not really talking about yet.
And the other thing. So all right, here's the way it works in the restoration campaign. Once you've finished the story, that's when flashpoints start to appear. When you start your open-ended play, right after the epilogue, which we won't spoil. It's like after, but come on. So that's when flashpoints start appearing, so that you can continue play, right? Because we've seen today somebody tweeted about 1,000 hours of.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I dig that. That's so awesome. Anyway, so that's when it happens there. In career mode, flashpoints will also appear. In career mode is an open-ended gameplay mode where you're going for score.
Nightmare.
Anyway, just to get back to it, so it'll also appear in the so flashpoints also appear in career mode, and it'll when you get in there, you've earned enough experience to start doing this kind of content. That's when those will trigger too.
Now they're tuned to be pretty hard. This one is particularly hard, but in general, their difficulty is pretty high. So we don't expect you to be able to do them with your starting mechs, but I would grind. Yeah, you will want to play a little while before you.
All right, now kibitzing. Before you make that move, just remember you've got 4 rounds, and you have to stay in there 2 rounds. You've got 2 rounds to get into that zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, there you go. Oh boy, you are gonna take some fire.
I'm sure they'll attack someone else.
Seems really wise.
The crab is fine.
So next turn.
Now here's an important question. Does it count as being inside the beacon area if you're knocked down?
Yes.
Yeah, then it's fine then.
The real.
No.
If you're dead, it doesn't count. Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Never heard Decker say that before.
Decker never dies.
Yeah.
Okay, Decker.
Come on now. You can do it. You can
got
do the
this,
thing.
Decker.
All right.
You'll totally survive.
Rotate him, rotate him, rotate him. Wait, 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 wait! What are you doing? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. There's no cover here.
Yeah, there's no cover in any of them.
Yeah.
It's like it was designed that way.
It was designed that way.
Oh, man. Somebody's going out behind the woodshed after this. Oh man, oh man, oh man.
Decker's fine.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna have a conniption here for a minute. Who do you want to show your back to?
I should be able to not show my back to anybody.
All right, we have to be in there for 2 rounds, and we have 2 rounds.
Easy.
Man. Really? Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I'm so glad I took my heart meds this morning.
There we go. There we go.
All right.
Okay, Glitch, go grab some aggro.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Right, Commander.
Fortunately, they're kind of smart enough to keep shooting at the person
Yeah.
who's about to win the mission.
Yeah. Is that the one? Huh?
None of these guys really are.
Well, that's not the one. Let's. First of all, you have split fire. But I'm feeling that. Right? Should we end that guy?
I mean, it won't work, but let's try it.
Oh. You're right. It won't work.
Yeah, I can't believe you did that.
And,
All right, Decker, can you stir some trouble up over here?
Almost.
Yeah, I can't really
quite
get
make
into
it
the
into
woods.
forest.
Damn.
Well, the thing is, if I don't stand in the woods, Decker becomes a more interesting target for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, the AI calculates all that stuff, including what weapons are left on you, all that stuff. All right. I saw some really tasty back armor.
Yep.
Ooh.
Come on now.
Firing at enemy 6.
Oh, right in the back. Well, that was uneventful.
Just scraped on his armor.
Oh!
See?
Nicely
Angry
done,
Decker.
Decker. Oh, no!
Oh,
No!
That's the end for Decker. Oh, well. I really wish that we had good mech warriors instead of the starting stat mech warriors.
Everything we could do to make this as hard as possible. No, I'm just looking at the. Well, thanks. I'm just looking at the numbers.
Yeah, the numbers aren't great.
Give a damn.
No, they're not great.
Let's see what happens. I can't evaluate my options because
Yeah,
I have
right.
to wait like 10 seconds between each option.
Oh! Who's the computer?
Oh, observer actual. This is fire control. Target locked. Firing for effect. HE 30 rounds. Danger close.
They're not kidding about that danger close
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
If you're inside that target area,
You are
you
an
die.
ex-mech warrior. That's it. You are a former mech warrior. Observer actual. This is fire control. Shot over. Splashing 30. All right.
Fire control, this is Observer Actual. Confirmed shot out.
All right.
This is all very military.
Incoming.
sounding.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Somebody read the internet. What do you say?
Okay, so now we have to survive 2 more rounds. In that we have to get visual confirmation of artillery effect.
So right now, what we are going to do is move toward evac zone. That's what we are going
Do we
to do.
know where the evac zone
Yes,
is?
we actually do.
It's to
What are you
the...
doing? Click the button. Well, it's completely the opposite direction. There.
All right, I'm going to have to escape with Blackjack, so because there's no way that Glitch is going to make it in time. So I'm actually going to brace here.
It's like you don't even care about your mech warriors, Kiva. You guys, it's...
Disposable heroes.
yeah, it's not good at commander
I have
strategy.
opinions about mech warriors.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh, oh!
Are we doing this?
How'd that
I
taste?
guess we're doing this.
That was bad.
Well, they
Huh.
seem to care more
Yeah.
about the our allies now, which is nice.
That is their job.
I just as a I don't think based on what was destroyed, I'm uncertain that this this flashpoint was actually worth it for us. I feel
What
like
are you saying?
I feel
No,
like
it
it might
totally
cost
wasn't.
us more than we gain.
Oh, you haven't seen the rewards, pal.
The
This
rewards
is-
are really good.
That is not where you want to be.
That would be where the artillery
That's
circus
the
would happen.
opposite of where you want to be.
So, but I think I do want to spend some time punching this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll
Alright.
look very impressive if you actually punch him right next to the explosion.
Yeah. Come on.
Nope.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Swing and a miss.
At least everyone seems to have forgotten Arclight exists.
Ah,
I should knock on wood. I should.
Yeah, please. All right.
Alright.
Go, Arclight, go.
Let's leave.
Go. Like the wind. What do you think? Jumpy McJumperson? Yeah, there we
Yep.
go. There we go.
oh, this is this is actually happening. We probably don't have to replay this. I mean,
Yeah.
we're
that would
gonna be out of
awesome.
mech warriors and mechs, but
Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. I'm
We're
gonna have to cheat.
and add some more mech warriors.
if only we didn't have access to the debug mode where we can change things. Maybe,
I mean,
just
I
maybe
could just, I
there's
could
better
just
option.
shoot it. I could just.
Really?
You
Oh,
could.
AC-20.
You could just do that.
All right.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh,
not as much fun.
unload.
Firing everything I've got.
You know what?
Critical
That
hit,
did work a
Commander.
bit better.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Fire control, this is observer actual. Good effect on target, target's destroyed.
All right.
Let's just get out of
We're
here.
trying to get out of here.
That sounds great. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, do you want me to
We're sprinting.
Yeah, we're sprinting. Go, 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 go.
it's happening. Another question is, what do we do about glitch?
We eject.
We eject, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna eject as soon as it's her turn again. She is in an incredibly slow assault mech, and
Yeah.
like losing the head of the Cyclops
It is
isn't
worth
too
it versus
bad
losing the Cyclops or,
because the Cyclops special gear gets auto repaired when you fix their head structure. I mean, it's expensive, but
Mm-hmm.
we're not losing anything permanently.
Ah, boy. I can't believe we were about to... Well, I shouldn't say that yet.
Yeah, we're gonna lose now that you said that.
Shh.
There are dudes who have line of sight.
Always
on-
with the
on
negative
our
waves. You may not have to eject.
Oh, it was her left arm. She's fine.
It's glitch.
Good to go.
It's glitch.
Glitch, I have bad news for you.
All right. Ejecting, ejecting, ejecting. My sensors are picking up a hell of a lot of fresh enemy contacts, Oliveira. I'd advise you people to clear out while you still can.
What about Gwydion Company?
Don't worry about us. We've got reinforcements on the way. Now get your people moving. We'll cover your escape.
You already have been, actually.
Beautifully done, Commander. That hideous barnacle of a fortress has been cracked in two, and House Steiner has lost its foothold in Merrick space.
Our pleasure, Force Commander Singh. Thanks for the assist, Commander Carnby.
Hey, no problem. Gwydion Company will work with you anytime.
I'm sure they will. Mission successful.
How about that?
We should be back
Bye.
next week. If you missed any of it, it'll be up on YouTube tomorrow, and you can watch the VODs on Twitch right now. Yeah. Goodbye, everyone.